I thrive around people. I love hospitality. I love to entertain. I love having people in our home and really just have quality time, quality food, and great conversation.
A very important part of life is our friends and family.
Kelley Beaman finds joy in hosting and entertaining guests, whether those guests are her family, friends, or the attendees of the 2015 NRA Women's Leadership Forum Luncheon and Auction, which she's co-chairing in her hometown of Nashville at the 144th NRA Annual Meetings and Exhibits.
Growing up, my mom worked, so having that younger sister, that was part of my responsibility, cooking for her. And so I guess that's when I got started, and then walking into a family, was able to kind of walk into that role.
We were at a local country club for a Labor Day picnic and had never met each other before. And I looked across the way and saw this stunningly gorgeous young lady that I had trouble not staring at her. And I heard this voice say, "Are you Lee Beaman?"
And I said, well, I just wanted to introduce myself. I've worked for you some just on a part-time basis through college and had great work experience. You really have a great team in place, and I enjoyed my time there. Months went by, and he called and asked me on a date, a month in advance.
I thought, if I ask her out a month in advance and she says she's busy, I'll know that she's not interested. But I asked her out a month in advance, and she said yes. And then I thought, now that I know she's interested, I don't want to have to wait a month to see her. So I called her back and said, "What about tonight?" And she said, okay. Very quickly, I realized that she was incredibly intelligent and a great conversationalist, and we were very interested in many of the same things. And the areas in which I'm deficient, Kelley is particularly strong. I think it's made for a great partnership.
Well, the girls were really young when Lee and I started dating, and as a single father, he was dressing them like boys. And so I would take them to the mall, spend a fair amount of time shopping, and then come home and crank up the music and make it like a runway and let them do a little fashion show for their dad.
The other side of her is definitely someone who wants to go out and shoot a gun, which sounds silly, but she's definitely armed and fabulous.
To be as beautiful as she is, but yet at the same time, jump in there with the guys and have a great time. I don't think she's doing it just to go along with it. She enjoys hunting. Jackson and I both agree that Kelley is the best shot in the family. She encourages him to hunt and fish and do all sorts of outdoor activities.
I really like to shoot the guns and just do target practice.
I want to function in his world so I can see, and do all the things that he's about. So I ride four-wheelers a lot more than I ever have, and I build Legos a lot more than I ever have. Whatever it takes to create moments together, I'm gonna be there. It's important to me to be an active part of my kids' lives.
Kelley has been an incredible role model for Catherine and Natalie. They want to be just like Kelley. They want to be able to cook and create a wonderful home environment.
Kelley is one of the greatest cooks.
She has always cooked, and that's something that has always brought us together. Whenever I would get home from school, she would be cooking in the kitchen, and I'd run up and finish my homework really quick so that I could come down and help her.
Well, I'm not a very good cook. I help what I can.
Some of our fond memories, most fun times we have in the kitchen, typically with music playing.
When people come over for dinner, people always ask, does she cook like this all the time? And I'm like, yeah, she does.
Laughter and fun follow the Beaman family wherever they go. Whether they're at their home in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, or their hometown of Nashville, Tennessee, they're always looking for a new adventure.
People ask me where I'm from, and I always want to say Nashville and Jackson Hole.
When Kelley and I got together, we bought a place out here, and now we're able to spend, 3 or 4 months a year out here.
It's really fun to share all those memories and, see Jackson catch his first fish ever.
And it's an amazing place. In the winter, obviously, you get beautiful snow skiing, a great place to cook, build a fire, play games with family.
In the wintertime, we spend all of Christmas break out there. And so it's really nice to share that family time together around the holidays.
I love Nashville. I always describe it to people as a big, small town. You know, of course, the music scene in Nashville is vibrant.
We're grateful that the NRA chose to have the convention here.
I'm so excited about, 90,000 gun-toting Americans converging on Nashville. I'm having some of my friends there. Some people are coming that aren't already associated with the NRA or don't know as much about it. For them to have the opportunity to hear more about what the NRA does and the opportunities for women within the NRA and giving women a voice. So naturally, I wanted to be involved in that, and co-chairing the luncheon was a great way to do that. I've been a member of the NRA for quite a while. My grandparents had guns, and my family had guns in my home growing up, and so we were taught an appreciation for the safety of having a gun in our home.
How to be safe with a gun. First of all, just aim it down and always keep the safety on unless you're about to shoot, and then be careful.
He is the most responsible child when it comes to guns and knives that I've ever encountered.
Our daughters, the first thing they wanted when they turned 21 years old was their carry permit.
The first gun I ever shot was a .22 pistol.
Growing up, just for me, I love shooting. None of my friends really understood that. I would play with Barbies and then I would go out and shoot a gun with my dad.
Kelley and I, years ago, got our carry permits. We think it's really, really important that everybody in this country have that right.
I want people to look at us and say, okay, maybe not people that I would typically associate with being members of the NRA, and if that's something that they're involved in, maybe I should take a closer look at what the organization is really about.
She always stands up for what she believes in, and that's something that I have always admired about her.
Kelley and Lee's generosity hasn't just impacted the safeguarding of our Second Amendment freedoms. The Beaman Foundation has provided critical help to multiple organizations within the Nashville area.
Being part of the family I'm part of has obviously come with many benefits, and one of those benefits to me is the Beaman Foundation. And that was something set up by Lee's parents. We understand the importance of, with blessings come responsibility, and want to pass that on to our children. One of the things of which I'm most proud is its affiliation with the Beaman Neonatal Intensive Care Unit at St. Thomas Midtown. It was easy to see the need. They're getting excellent care, but the facilities did not match the care. So it was something we were really drawn and felt compelled to do. And they have so many success stories, and it's remarkable. It's really sweet that the nurses there take the time, with the families to decorate the space. Because when you're dealing with tiny little babies, people spend months in the NICU. They really create a little homey space.
When a family's child is in serious need of medical attention and the best of care, nothing means more to them than to get that care. And if we can play a role in helping that happen, we're grateful to do it.
My relationship with the Nashville Zoo started about 15 years ago. And so I'm actually on my second rotation now, being on the board. It's great for our city, it's great for my family, but we've really had amazing exposure and have seen it grow and just have loved it all along. The Nashville Zoo is really well known for its work in hand-raising animals. We enjoy hunting and have an appreciation for hunting, but at the same time have an appreciation for conservation and seeing healthy populations of animals sustained.
This is the first thing she ever heard her say.
I have to constantly remind myself when I do get busy, the most important thing are my family, my faith. Bible study has been really a blessing to me. I've been in for 3 years and joined at the invitation of some friends who are getting it started. And I just love to sit and learn, soak it all in. I love the Word.
She has been a great role model for me in that she has always lived her life putting Christ first.
With Jackson, it's different for me, and I'm learning every day how to raise a young man of God.
She teaches me about God and how to pray to Him.
We've always stressed the importance of doing the right thing. And so if we, through character and morals and the love of Christ, God's grace, instill that in them, then that's kind of ultimate success to us.
I admire most that she is an incredible Christian woman who has a wonderful moral compass. She's an inspiration to me, and I strive to be a better man because of her.
She is a great mom.
She could be your doctor, your psychiatrist, your nanny, your mom.
No matter what happens, she's always going to be there for me.
She makes our home a wonderful home. You know, is a great mother to our children and an incredibly wonderful wife to me. I couldn't ask for a better partner in life.